absolutely brilliant. His technique is flawless at times. He gets criticised for his safety-first approach at times, but he can be aggressive.
Featherweight world champion, the 2016 Olympic silver medalist from Newark, New Jersey, Shakur Stevenson.
And still, WBC lightweight champion of the world, Shakur Stevenson.
Before the roar of the crowd, the real battle has already started. It doesn't happen under spotlights or inside ropes, but in the unseen moments where confidence is challenged and routines are broken down. Two fighters, each with their own tempo, advancing toward the same night from different paths.
He drops the opposite hand when he shoots his right hand down to the body against a southpaw. You saw that against Sandro Martin. You saw that in the lab. There'll be opportunity.
Lopez has long lived in that uneasy middle ground where self-assurance edges into rebellion, where confidence isn't fueled by applause, but forged through skepticism. He's never needed perfect conditions to thrive. More often than not, disorder is what pulls his sharpest self to the surface. That's what makes his build-up for Shakur Stevenson so compelling.
A lot of people ain't give us the opportunity to show how great we is. A lot of the fighters, I want to say, either they ducked or found a business way not to get in front of me. And I feel like with him, he kind of gave me the opportunity of a lifetime now.
Mainly, work on your pace, you know what I'm saying? When you need a fast pace, I don't think he can keep up with us with a fast pace. I think it'll break him down.
This time, the chaos hasn't pulled him off course, it's sharpened his focus. Away from the spotlight, Teofimo's camp has centered on refining the areas that don't depend on raw emotion, managing range, maintaining discipline between bursts, and bringing structure to moments that once relied on instinct.
You know, technically, they don't follow the system. Teo is that type of fighter. And right now, see the counter right there from Ortiz?
We always come upon that common descriptive of he's twitchy, he's
Yes.
dynamic.
The focus isn't raw strength or quick bursts anymore. It's patience, precision, and the awareness that against someone like Shakur, opportunities are limited. This camp carries a sense of responsibility, less energy spent playing to the crowd, more spent answering hard questions internally. Every workout circles back to one idea: can Teofimo stay dangerous when the pace drops?
You know he like to work off his jab, so you handle that jab, you handle it coming forward. That's the first thing that you always want to do, man. Try to avoid injury, man, in sparring, man.
He understands that frustration is Shakur's advantage. So the focus now is restraint, applying pressure without forcing action. This isn't a version of Teofimo hunting highlights. It's a fighter working to dictate the moment. And that's when he's at his most dangerous.
You build your career up all this time. Oh, I want to fight this guy, I want to fight this guy, I want to fight this guy. And then a moment comes and it's like, damn, it's here. Like, it kind of like turn you up like, okay, let's go get it now. Like,
He got it.
I won my first world title at 22, and it's like I don't get what I've earned.
Every father wants his son to be the best, you know. Think that we should have moved up to 140 after.
On the opposite side stands Shakur Stevenson, a fighter who's never depended on chaos to find his edge. Discipline has always been where he's most comfortable.
He's a three-weight world champion who is desperate to be a household name. And this platform...
Where Teofimo sharpens himself by learning restraint, Shakur does it by stripping things down. His preparation for this fight has been calm, methodical, almost surgical, centered on repetition, clarity, and making clean decisions under fatigue. This isn't a camp about transformation. It's about precision. Every session reinforces the qualities that already make him elite: control of space, balance, timing, and the ability to remain mentally untouched regardless of the chaos around him.
Early right now in the fight. However, he's trying to close the distance to Ortiz.
Tries to do so with the right hand behind that jab.
Good jab from Ortiz.
Ortiz doubles up that jab.
Shakur prepares as if disruption is inevitable. He expects momentum swings, sudden bursts from Teofimo, and the crowd pulling at the fight. The focus is staying grounded through all of it. He doesn't rush time, chase reactions, or mistake movement for control. Everything is about efficiency, closing doors, creating errors, and avoiding unnecessary exchanges. He understands this fight won't be decided by emotion or output, but in the quiet gaps where position beats power and patience outlasts impulse. His camp reflects that clarity. He isn't here to prove anything. He's here to carry out a plan.
I'm gonna put my back against this neutral corner. You come on in, and Ortiz does. Ortiz says, I will. And he digs to the body. Goes with a right hand, a short right.
While Shakur works in quiet precision, Teofimo Lopez reveals something just as telling in his own way. He speaks like someone who truly believes territory matters. Listening to this interview, it doesn't sound like he's trying to sell us anything. It sounds like he's reinforcing something internally. This isn't empty bravado. It's ownership. When he says Shakur can't take what he's sacrificed for, that's not promotion, it's identity. And there's a self-awareness to it that stands out. The talk about video games, the references to Roy Jones Jr., the study of fighters like Roy Jones Jr. and Henry Armstrong, it all points to something deeper than ego. This camp feels driven by curiosity. Teofimo knows athleticism alone won't be enough against Shakur Stevenson. So he's searching for layers, deception, feints, disrupted timing, the kind of details that don't make highlights, but quietly steal rounds.
I wasn't ready before, but I'm fine being the villain.
Well, that explains it right there on the back of his trunks. Twitterson.
Twitterson instead of Stevenson.
He's riding with it.
On the back of his trunks.
He's riding with it.
Respect that he admits he doesn't have all the answers. It shows growth, not weakness. When he talks about mindset, faith, and destiny, you hear how much this fight matters to his legacy. He's not trying to out-talk Shakur, he's trying to out-believe him. Even his thoughts on Shakur being called boring are sharp. He doesn't reject it, he leans into it and says, that's exactly why I'm here to shake things up. That's Teofimo in a nutshell. He doesn't avoid narratives, he confronts them. While Shakur is honing control in quiet, Teofimo is sharpening conviction in the chaos, studying, adapting, convincing himself that preparation plus belief equals dominance. Whether you agree or not, you can't deny the focus. He's locked in, not scattered. That's a dangerous version of Teofimo Lopez stepping into this fight.
A little bit of separation. And a straight jab to split the guard. Goes underneath to the body with the left hand.
After hearing Teofimo speak with that mix of conviction, reflection, and personal ownership, the conversation takes a turn when Shane Mosley weighs in. It's like a veteran tapping the chessboard and saying, let's be real. When Mosley calls this matchup a true 50-50ths, it's not indecision, it's respect for the danger both fighters bring. I love his perspective. It's not about hype or records. It's a single question, who asserts control first? That's the real tension. On one side, Shakur seeks a quiet, measured, controlled fight, round by round, dimming the lights. On the other, Teofimo can flip the switch, turning angles, speed, and power into complete disruption. Mosley's reminder that Teofimo can actually box is important because casual fans sometimes forget this isn't a reckless brawler. This is a fighter who solved Lomachenko in real time, a rare accomplishment that speaks to skill, not luck.
Well, they had some very succinct advice from him. You're not going to win on points. Forget about everything. Forget about technique. Go with your heart.
He has shown plenty. Straight left hand from Shakur splitting the guard.
By the time the tipping point comes, it never feels abrupt. It feels inevitable. Teofimo begins to search, probing for that single decisive strike. You can sense it in his movements. That hunt makes him dangerous, yes, but also predictable. Urgency has patterns, and Shakur has the patience to recognize them. This segment of the fight explains it all: why ring intelligence matters, why discipline outlasts raw power, and why matches are often decided long before the final blow lands. Teofimo didn't lose due to a lack of skill. He lost because eventually, chaos meets someone who refuses to flinch. When that happens, chaos stops being unpredictable. It becomes readable to be why the championship rounds, the energy of the fight shifts entirely. Teofimo's effort never fades, his intent and determination remain, but the sharpness has gone. His punches no longer carry the same force. His movements look heavier, not slow, just worn. Meanwhile, Shakur seems untouchable, as if he could continue this for 12 more rounds without breaking a sweat. steady posture, even breathing, calm eyes, mentally composed, physically unshaken. That contrast reveals everything you need to know.
Determined. It's a difference. I'm determined. No motivation.
At this stage, the result seems unavoidable. It's not about drama, it's about inevitability. Whether it finishes on points or gets stopped in the later rounds, the outcome is already determined. Teofimo is battling the clock, the space in the ring, and his own rising frustration. Shakur, on the other hand, faces no such struggle. He's simply in control. This isn't competition anymore, it's validation.
I always tell my son we gotta take the biggest challenges because we gotta find out.
After the final bell, the crowd noise returns, but the uncertainty doesn't. Analysts almost universally break it down the same way. Max Kellerman doesn't frame it as opinion, he presents it as a revelation of the truth. Roy Jones Jr. talks about footwork and spacing like they're essentials, not optional tactics. Shane mostly highlights the way Shakur dictated the pace, controlling the rhythm like a conductor leading an orchestra. There's no debate. This isn't a matter of style clashing, it's a matter of one style being completely neutralized. One method quietly erased the other. That's a lesson young fighters cannot ignore. This night belongs to Shakur Stevenson. Not because he was the loudest or hunting knockouts, but because he earned it. After performances like this, discussions about pound-for-pound rankings move from hype to fact. True stardom doesn't always come from flashy moves or spectacle. Sometimes it comes from precision, from taking something incredibly difficult and making it seem effortless in the most impressive way possible.